Yo, what is up guys? It is your boy Antoine Jameson coming at you with a new video today. This one I'm talking about the Dwight Howard trade that literally just went down about 3 hours ago or so. I got the news on my phone around the time. I was playing some PlayStation, so I didn't want to stop and make a video, but I think now is a good time, to just get my thoughts on what went down and what I think of the trade. So Dwight Howard and the 31st pick were traded to the Hornets for Marco Bellineli, Miles Plumlee, and the 41st pick. So the Hornets moved 10 spots up, took on Dwight Howard's contract while also trading away Miles Plumlee's contract and Marco Bellinelli's contract. So I was a little bit confused on the contract, so I decided to go in and look. Dwight Howard has 2 years left on his contract at, I believe, $24 million pretty much over the next 2 years. Miles Plumlee has $12 million over the next 3 years, and Marco Bellinelli has an expiring this season. It's a $6 million contract. The Hawks pretty much just shedded about like $6 million this season, $12 million next season, and then added $12 million for that final season, which is a little weird if you think about it, because if you're going into a rebuild mode, I think that I would rather go with the least amount of money for the remainder of a contract. But that's just me. I mean, I'm not an NBA GM, so there's obviously some stuff in there that I don't know about. But anyway, I wanted to talk about the deal in that sense. I think it's extremely smart for the Charlotte Hornets. I don't know how they ended up with this type of deal. I was actually happy when I first heard that we were trading the two players in the pick. I didn't even think about moving up 10 spots. That wasn't even a thought in my mind. And then somebody said, I think I read a comment on Reddit RNBA where they said we were getting the 31st pick, and I was like, how? Yes, I do agree that we added $6 million in cap space, but honestly, we shedded Miles Plumlee's contract, which everyone was kind of dreading because that's a 3-year contract now for $12 million for the next 3 years. It's a crazy for a player of his caliber. He's probably going to be a third-string center on this team. I don't know about the Hawks. He's probably going to start because I think the Hawks are going to start tanking. But it was a crazy contract, and I don't know anybody who is looking forward to paying that, especially because we're trying to be, one of the top teams in the East. I don't think adding Dwight Howard puts us in the top team with the East. I think that we would definitely move up into a little bit of higher realm because we already had a really good center in Cody Zeller. I don't know Dwight Howard's game that much. I could be completely wrong. I know that he did change his game up a little bit going to Atlanta, but I'm not sure how he changed his game up. But adding as a player as Dwight to a backup center to Cody Zeller, there's nothing wrong with that in my opinion. I honestly am so excited for the near future. We really now have our big man rotation, I think, completed. Or we got Cody Zeller, we got rid of Miles Plumlee, we got rid of Roy Hibbert, we got rid of Spencer Hawes, who were 3 awful players. Now our big man rotation kind of consists of Cody Zeller, Dwight Howard, and Frank Kaminsky, who is on for the next 2 seasons. I don't know who else we're going to be adding in. I know Marvin Williams is there. Didn't do as well in the second part of last season. He definitely is our starting power forward, but I think we could probably find an upgrade in the offseason if we can. I don't know our cap room at all. I honestly think we're probably at the limit. We probably won't be able to find someone to replace Marvin Williams, so we kind of just have to hope that he goes back into his 2015 system whenever we made the playoffs and played the Heat. He did amazing that season. Hopefully he goes back to that form of Marvin Williams, but I'm so excited for this trade, and I'm trying to look at it in the Hawks side too, because I'm a Hornets fan, so I'm obviously excited to get Dwight Howard. I honestly thought we should have tried to pick up Dwight Howard last offseason because I thought the addition of Dwight instead of, I forget exactly who he picked up last offseason, but I think it was Roy Hibbert. I think we definitely still had Spencer Hawes on cap roll. I don't know if we picked him up last offseason or not. That was so long ago, and it's just kind of all a blur in my mind. But now I'm trying to think of it in a Hawks sense. So the Hawks had Jeff Teague, Kyle Korver, DeMarre Carroll, Paul Millsap, and Al Horford as their starting lineup in 2014, when 4 of them went to be on All-Stars, not counting DeMarre Carroll. What ended up happening with that core is I think they traded away Jeff Teague for Taurean Prince. technically, I mean, it was just for the pick, but they ended up picking Taurean Prince with that. They traded away Kyle Korver for half a season of Mike Dunleavy, just because, I mean, Kyle Korver wasn't expiring anyway. I think they got a pick from the Cavs as well that was top 10 protected. So they technically got a pick from the Cavs for Kyle Korver, which if he was going to leave anyway, that's a good deal. They let DeMarre Carroll walk. They let Al Horford walk. And now it looks like they're about to let Paul Millsap walk. It looks like they're trying to get something out of Dwight to look forward to a tank. It looks like they were trying to shed a little bit of salary. I don't know why they were trying to shed the salary, and they moved down in the draft. That was probably a horrible tanking move. There really is no value in the playing side of Marco Bellinelli and Miles Plumlee. Miles Plumlee didn't really come off the bench for us at all well in that second half of that season. Marco Bellinelli was decent for a little while, but there's better players for that payroll. But really, you could have found a better player if you were trying to get Marco Bellinelli. So I'm not entirely sure why the Hawks made this trade. If it's for that extra $6 million in cap space for one season, I'm not entirely sure. I feel like this is probably setting up for another trade. I could be completely wrong on that, and they could just be doing it because they're tanking. There's just a lot of variables that could be going into it, but on the Hornets side of it, I'm extremely happy because now we picked up a backup center who probably will be serviceable for the next few years. He did say today on Atlanta radio that he wanted to bring a championship to the Hawks and he wanted to play until he was 40. Obviously, Dwight Howard has had a lot of injury issues in his past, but it does look like he's trying to change his game to be, elongate his career. So hopefully he helps us out a lot. And I'm actually looking forward to Dwight Howard's future with the Hornets. I know a lot of people kind of call Dwight trash now, but really they didn't see what he did in Atlanta this year. Dwight Howard this season, he played a little bit of less minutes, but he had more rebounds. He shot at a better percentage. So it looks like he was definitely trying to expand his game for the length of his career. So I'm definitely excited to see what he can do on the Charlotte Hornets. I'm really looking forward to the near future. And yeah, that has probably been it for this video. It's a crazy trade that just went down. I'll definitely be bringing any other trades that will be going down. I'll be talking about them, even though I didn't really talk about the Markelle Fultz trade pretty much. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.